Zayn Malik almost missed his chance at fame. On the morning of his audition for the X Factor UK in 2010, he felt so nervous that he decided not to go. That is, until his mother Trisha basically dragged him out of bed and helped change his mind. The rest, as they say, was history. In the middle of the competition, creator and judge Simon Cowell grouped Malik with Harry Styles, Niall Horan, Liam Payne, and Louis Tomlinson to form a boy band named One Direction. The fivesome went on to conquer the world, releasing 4 albums together in the same number of years and performing at historic stadiums across North America, Europe, and beyond. Malik abruptly left the group in 2015 in the middle of one of their On the Road Again tour. He explained to fans that there wasn't a rift between the members, but he simply wanted time away from the spotlight. He said, "We went from theaters to arenas to stadiums. There was never any sort of bridge between, just boom, boom, boom." That kind of progression to any mind, especially when you're 17 or 18, it kind of affects you a little bit. Malik has since become a solo artist, releasing 3 feature-length albums. Malik grew up in Bradford, West Yorkshire, England, with 3 sisters, Dania, Valia, and Safa. He was raised on R&B, hip-hop, and reggae music and took performing arts classes in school. He auditioned for the X Factor UK at the age of 17 in 2010 by singing Mario's Let Me Love You. He made it to the next round but was eventually eliminated. Simon Cowell still believed in Malik and put him in a group with Styles, Horan, Payne, and Tomlinson. One Direction went on to finish in 3rd place and subsequently signed a major record deal. One Direction released their debut album, Up All Night, in November 2011. It was one of the best-selling albums in the US and the UK that year, thanks to the hits What Makes You Beautiful and One Thing. The supporting tour traveled across Europe, Australia, New Zealand, and North America. The boy band's second album, Take Me Home, came out in November 2012, and it was another instant bestseller. They promoted the record and its singles, including Live Like We're Young and Little Things, on a world tour with twice the number of shows as their previous track. Their first concert film, One Direction, This Is Us, premiered in August 2013. One Direction dropped their 3rd album, Midnight Memories, in November 2013 and became the first group in US history to debut at #1 with their first 3 releases. The album featured the hits Best Song Ever, Story of My Life, and You and I. The guys embarked on their first stadium tour the following year and later released their second concert film, One Direction, Where We Are. The group's 4th album, aptly titled 4, was released in November 2014 and it included the singles Steal My Girl and Night Changes. Malik exited One Direction in March 2015, just 1 month into their On the Road Again tour. The rest of the band continued the tour and released their 5th album, Made in the AM, later that year. Malik said in a statement, "My life with One Direction's been more than I could have ever imagined, but after 5 years, I feel like it's now the right time for me to leave the band." Malik suffered another setback in August 2015 when news broke that his 2-year engagement to Little Mix member Perry Edwards had ended. A source said he just wanted to move on and start over in all ways. Malik released his debut solo album Mind of Mine in March 2016 to critical acclaim. It included the hit single Pillow Talk. He was scheduled to perform in London and Dubai to promote the disc, but canceled all performances due to anxiety. He never went on tour in support of the album. Malik published his self-titled autobiography in November 2016, in which he reflected upon his time in One Direction, his decision to quit the band, his relationship with Edwards, and his battle with anorexia. Malik and then-girlfriend Gigi Hadid appeared on the cover of Vogue in August 2017. They also announced their breakup on Twitter in March 2018 after more than 2 years together. The couple got back together weeks later, only to call it quits a second time in January 2019. Malik released his sophomore solo album, Icarus Falls, in December 2018. It received positive reviews but wasn't a commercially successful album like Mind of Mine was. Malik released a string of singles from the album, including Let Me, Too Much featuring Timbaland, and No Candle, No Light featuring Nicki Minaj. He also released a cover of A Whole New World with Zavia Ward for the Aladdin soundtrack in May 2019. He has otherwise laid low in the music industry. 4 months after Malik and Hadid got back together, they confirmed that they were expecting their first child together. Malik welcomed his first child with Hadid in September 2020. To announce the exciting news, the singer shared a sweet picture of their daughter grabbing onto his finger. The English crooner teased his return to music in January 2021 with a song called Vibes, which will be a part of his 3rd studio album, Nobody's Listening. Malik allegedly got into an altercation with a family member of his longtime girlfriend. Shortly after the news made headlines in October, he issued a statement via Twitter. Malik showed off his new facial hair in January 2022 via Instagram, rocking a full beard. In 2024, Malik released his fourth studio album, Room Under the Stairs, which draws inspiration from country and folk.